Once upon a time, in a village in Africa, there lived a rich man. He was an exporter of precious stones. He would buy diamonds and gold from the mines in Africa and sell them to buyers in Germany. For this trade, he had a big mansion in the village and a huge warehouse where he kept his stones. He also had expensive cars and a plane. So everyone in the village knew him. And his son, who was only 10 years old, was proud of his father's wealth. He thought his life was like heaven, but he did not know that war was coming and it would change everything. One day, armed men invaded the village. They killed the boy's parents right in front of him and set fire to his house. After this, the boy ran away from the village. He didn't know where his relatives were, but he hoped they would help him. When he got to their houses, they welcomed him with open arms, but they did not tell him the truth. They took him to court and said he was an orphan and asked for his father's property to be given to him. The judges agreed and transferred the ownership of the house and the warehouse to the boy. But the boy's evil uncle had other plans. He took the case to a higher court and used some trickery to get the judge on his side. Soon, the house and the warehouse were taken away from the boy and divided among his relatives. Only the clothes on the boy's back were left. Then they threw him out of the house, calling him a bastard, and cursed him to live a street life. The boy was now all alone, just 10 years old and completely penniless. He had curly hair, ragged clothes, and the face of a typical African, which made him look very different in that area. So whenever he asked people for food or money, they would scare him away, saying, "Get out, you dirty child! You look like those wild people who invaded our country! Get out before I call the police!" No one wanted to help him. Everyone was thinking about himself and his survival. One evening, when it was getting dark, the boy was wandering around a shopping mall looking for a place to sleep. Suddenly, he saw an old beggar sitting nearby. He had a torn, dirty blanket around him. The boy hesitated for a moment, but then went to the beggar and said, "Please, kind sir, let me share your blanket tonight. I don't want to freeze in the cold." The old beggar looked at him for a moment and asked, "Why should I let you sleep here? You're just another beggar like me." The boy replied respectfully, "I'm not a beggar. My parents were killed in the war. My relatives took my house away. I have nothing. That's why I'm asking you for some help." The beggar heard him and said, "You're not a beggar. You're a king without a kingdom. But remember, begging is not the way. I've seen many people like you come to me for help, but I've never helped any of them because begging does not work. If you want to become strong, you must build your own strength. Only then will the world listen to you. Go, my young friend, and do some work. Work hard and make a living. Do not beg." The boy thought what the beggar said was right. He did not want to beg for the rest of his life. He wanted to become strong and take revenge on his uncle and reclaim his house. From the next day onwards, he started working. He cleaned shoes on the streets for a few coins. Sometimes he carried goods for the merchants, and sometimes he worked in food stalls. Once he even worked in a farm, and once he washed dishes in a hotel. The beggar's words kept echoing in his ears. Do not beg. Make your own strength. The boy worked day and night. He did not care about playing like other children. He only cared about making money. Every day he saved a little money, and instead of spending it, he reinvested it. One day he noticed that in the morning market, vegetables were sold very cheap. He bought them in the morning and sold them in the evening at a good margin. Slowly, he learned about the terms like profit, demand, supply, and investment. He tried his hand at selling fruits and firewood and even small clothes. But his main business was vegetables. Within a few months, he became a known face in the market. People liked his honesty and hard work, so they did not mind buying things from him even at slightly higher prices. At the same time, the boy continued working in the fields. He did not have a bull to plow the land, so he did it all by hand. He also did not have enough seeds, so he collected seeds from the fruits he ate. Slowly, his vegetable garden grew bigger, and he started hiring other children to work in the field. He paid them from his profits, and that increased his expenses. But still, he did not think about giving up. The boy followed his heart, his mind, and his instincts. He was not afraid to take risks. He was determined to succeed, no matter what. By the age of 15, he was not just surviving. He was wealthy. He now owned a few acres of land with lots of crops. He had vegetables, fruits, grains, and even animals. He had enough money to build a beautiful house and buy all the luxuries in the world. Most importantly, he had financial power. Now he understood capital, reinvestment, and risk-taking better than most adults. Then, he decided to take his revenge. He went to his uncle's house with a lawyer and asked him to return his house. His uncle laughed at him and said, "You think you can take my house? It's mine now. I have all the papers to prove it," the boy said. "No, uncle, I know you took my house unjustly, but I was too young to do anything about it. But now I'm not that same boy anymore. I have the money to buy 10 houses like this one. I'll drag you to court and expose you. You won't be able to practice law anymore." The uncle was shocked. He had never thought the boy would become so powerful one day. He did not have the papers with him, so he started to panic. The boy took him to court, and this time the lawyer supported him because he could pay them. He gave them all the evidence and money, and the court ordered his uncle to pay him a huge amount and give him back his house. Finally, the boy got back his luxurious house and his legacy. So friends, today you've got the story of a boy who lost everything but never gave up. Today, he's rich, happy, and successful because he believed in himself and worked hard to achieve his goals. In real life, there are so many boys and girls who lose their parents, homes, or even their limbs in accidents or wars. But they never give up. They work hard and achieve great things in life. These people inspire us to be better human beings. Now, tell me, what inspired you more in this story? Was it the boy's hard work or his determination? Share your thoughts in the comment section. Also, we're starting a new series of videos, and we need your support. Click on that subscribe button and stay tuned. We'll see you soon with another amazing story. Till then, keep watching our videos and keep learning.